Brock is a super fun-loving kid, so he's got a ton of personality. We had a neighborhood where the roads came together on a corner where we lived, and Brock was always the hub. All the kids from the street came to our house, all the kids from the street came from our house, and there was always baseball or basketball or catch or some kind of scooters or skateboarding. So I think he just is a fun-loving, good-natured child that's been kind of a joy to raise.
We were really, really close when we were kids. He would follow me around, and I love watching old videos of us because he was so cute and he would always just do whatever I did. He wanted to be just like me.
So Brock was diagnosed in February of 2015. He was 8 years old at the time. So Brock ended up having a lot of nasal congestion, and we went to the doctor because it wasn't going away, and they thought he had strep throat. And then near Christmas, we went back to the doctor because it hadn't gotten any better, and she referred us to an ear, nose, and throat specialist, thinking maybe something with his adenoids or tonsils. He was planning to do a biopsy just to try to figure out what was going on. That week when he woke up one morning, he had like spots on his body, and we didn't really think too much about it. But when we got to the doctor's office, she realized that it was petechia. We got the blood work back. There's definitely some things that don't look right. You guys need to head down to Lori's. I've already called, you have an appointment there. And I was like, oh, on Monday? And she was like, no, today. You need to go there today. They're expecting you, and I've talked to the oncologist. And then I realized, like, oh, this might not be what I was hoping, which is just, hey, he needs his adenoids out. And the emergency room doctor told us most likely what would be the outcome. So we checked into the hospital that Saturday, and Brock started chemo on Monday.
I remembered like the day that my mom told me he had cancer. It was really scary because we've already been through like cancer before, and like the only background knowledge that I had on it was like my dad having cancer, and he passed away from it. So it was like really scary because I wasn't sure like if my brother was gonna be okay. And that was really scary to me because like I didn't know what I would do. He wasn't here.
So really our only experience with cancer was not a good outcome. And I think he had a lot of questions that first day about whether or not he would be able to survive and what was gonna happen to him and what was it gonna be like. So I think he was pretty scared at first. As soon as Brock came home from the hospital, we took a day off, and then he went back to school. But the first thing that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society did for me was provide me with information at a kid level that I could use to go and talk to Brock's class. And it was the cutest thing because they had a million questions. They were so excited to help him. And he went through 39 months of chemotherapy, which brought us to May of last year. He is in remission right now. We go every other month for a follow-up checkup for a year, and then we'll start going every 3 months for a checkup just to ensure that everything stays in check.
Well, after chemo, I felt normal again, and then I could do everything I wanted.
I know right now one of his big goals is to be a professional baseball player, and I hope that it happens. Like I really do. But I hope that he is good in school, does good in school, goes to a good college, and just lives like a normal life after cancer and just embraces life.
In one generation, it's gone from hardly anyone surviving to almost everyone surviving. So the research and the funding that people donate to enable is one of the most miraculous things I could ever even contemplate, and be like so joyful that that's the outcome, and because of that Brock's here.